Okay, everybody, just having my morning coffee here and realized I got a nice little toy here that I need to get reviewed. One, it's going to be an amazing addition to the channel, at least I think. And two, this isn't that expensive. Sit back, relax, and let's see what's in this box. Oh, kept drinking. I didn't know we were back. So basically we have a LED ring light here, and it's got a couple remote controls by the look of it. I'm not sure if one remote is for camera control, which I believe that's what it is, and then the other remote is for your white balances or tones, whatever, with your lighting and brightnesses. Also, you have a tripod. So I'm going to open it up, take a look at everything, let you see what's in this box, and I'll also put a link to the Amazon page that I bought this from, in case you guys are looking for something like this, because this is something that I've been kind of pondering for quite a while now, especially when I'm doing a live stream, which I'm hoping to get back into soon, and something behind the monitor to just light things up proper while you're doing those dark gaming sessions as I game in the dark. So it just makes sense to me. So let's just open this up and see what we have. Okay, so first out of this we got a box. Another box, falling open box. I guess the tripod. Now, I don't know what the quality of tripod's like, but I mean, for this, it doesn't have to be too crazy. Oh, this is kind of cool. So your ring light actually comes in a nice little carrying case, so if you were going out to do a mobile show or something or whatever, anywhere else, you can put all this stuff in this case by the look of it. So that is pretty sweet. So before we open that, let's take a look at, let's try and see what's in here first. So in here we have the little remote. I guess that is going to be your picture and stop and play or stop and pause or whatever controller for your phone if you're going to use it in a phone situation. Now that is not a bad thing, so that's another thing I wanted to address. This is also another cheaper way to set yourself up for a YouTube channel without having to spend huge money on something like what I'm using here with the Sony 4K camera. You can use your phone. Phones are doing amazing right now. Half of my, well, I won't say half, but I'd say the first year of my YouTube channel was done on a, a Note 8 and a Note 9. So most people didn't even notice. The only thing that was hard about it was getting the camera to stop doing some motion or zooming feature that was going on with the phones. So that was the only real hard part. So what this is actually, it's really nice. This is a mount that goes on a tripod, or at least it looks like it just goes onto a tripod, and then there's a phone or whatever mount, and it can stretch to whatever your phone is. And then there's another piece on top here where you can still screw on a microphone or anything like that. So this kind of gives you the basics right here. That alone, this little feature alone, in someone starting out, is actually pretty impressive. So let's take a look at this box. Okay, so here we have the power adapter, and it should be, I'm going to guess, a 5-volt. No, it's actually outputting 24 volts. Wow. At 1,000, that's actually really high. Huh, that's pretty impressive. So it's claiming 24 volts at 1,000, so 1 amp. I'm not sure if that's actually truly accurate. I mean, it's not a really heavy adapter, but we'll see. So it ain't no little 5-volt USB thing, that's for sure. Oh, wow. That's a pretty neat tripod, so you don't have to open it up too far to stand it, which is kind of nice. That locks it, so you have a little twist thing here to lock it, which is really nice. And then you have all these different levels of elevation. So they also put an adapter on here to adapt to this piece. As I noticed, that's why I said weirdly, the screw-in piece was a little smaller, so there's actually an adapter on here. By the look of it, I think it's an adapter, or it was made that way. It might have been made that way. And then this would screw onto this piece, because without that, there's no way it would screw on. So that's actually pretty tall, considering your ring's got to go on here still. So we'll just lock that like that. I'll open this up a little bit more. Oops. Probably shouldn't break the TV over there, but at the same time, if I broke it, I could get a new one. Maybe. The budget says no. The wife says no. The show says no. The producer and everybody and everything around me says no. But yet I'm all those people. Except the wife part, of course. I think. So, let's take a look at the gold, shall we say. Let's see what's in here. There's still another remote, apparently, I think. Instructions. So there's a strap in here. Your remote, and they actually give you, is that Panasonic batteries? Nope, Panasonic rip-off batteries. They're Pinonsing. I might be pronouncing it wrong. And here we go with the light. Oh, looks like it may have touch controls right here. It is in some sort of a, I guess more of a hard wrap plastic. Not a very, like, not a cellophane feel. To be mounted, there's nowhere really for it to, oh, it does firm up. Wow, okay. So, in that aspect, then this piece here, of course, would screw on here, not on the tripod. So that makes a lot of sense now. Or you could just screw it on that tripod piece that was put on. So here we go. We're just going to pretend that we're using a phone. And this tightens up like so. And there we go. So the only thing left to do now, of course, is to check and see. And I see Peter, and I see Paul, and I see Timmy. Oh, and there's little Jimmy over there. Oh, Sarah's running around. What show was that? That's just creepy. Now, one thing I want to say, there is a USB port here. I'm not sure if that is a charger. Oh, or not. So let's just put this over here a little bit so we're not overwhelming. Hopefully it's not overwhelming the camera, because I want to actually check. One, I'm going to check the USB port on this. What that USB port is for, because that is actually cool. I'm guessing maybe it might be there for charging the phone. So if it steps down the voltage, you could charge your phone off there, and your phone won't, you don't have to worry about your phone dying while you're in your recording mode. And that is actually a smoking wicked feature. Let's try out the remote control. Unfortunately, it says nothing about the USB port on the back. The only thing I can assume is that it is for charging or keeping your phone powered during a video. Now, I don't want to say plug your phone in, because at this point I have no proof. I may contact the seller on that one and do an update in the video or in the description below. Or if I can find out before, I'll have it as I put the video up. We'll find out. But right now, as it sits, maybe even the seller doesn't know what it's for. Oh wow, so you don't even need to point at it. So now you can see the yellow tone. We're going to go to, there's a nice white tone. I believe there's another dimmer. So you have 3, 4, 4 modes of lighting there. This is going to adjust the, it's supposed to adjust the light, I don't know. Oh, that's cool. I think it's off. It doesn't look off in the thing, but it is. It works as such. Oh, okay, it is doing stuff. Okay. So yeah, it's just a matter of holding and you're adjusting your light quality. I don't know if you're picking that up on the on the camera as well as I am, but I just went to like massive yellowish tones. If I turn this now to be at me, you'll see the difference in lighting effect. See this? Yep, there we go. Now I'm going into a very bright light. So that's really cool, and I think this is going to be a very good addition. I think this is a great idea, and if you're starting out, having something like this, I believe this is about $65 Canadian, so it's not that expensive. I'm just going to turn this off right now. So nice that the remote control is basically a UHF or whatever. You do not need to have it pointed at it or anything. That is a great feature. The shutter control is great if you're going to use a phone. Absolutely, I think that's a must when you're doing stuff like this. It's really nice to have control over your phone. It's basic, simple simplicity when you're away from your product. The mount and everything is very stable. I've dealt with mounts like this before. It's a standard mount system that 90% of the phone video things are pretty much identical. And this will go from anywhere from a Note to, like, you know, a 6 or whatever inch or screen to right on down. So it's not a big issue there. This is all metal, so that's pretty good. I believe the lighting on this and everything is very nice. I'm very impressed with it, considering it looks like you can actually bend it as well. So if you need it to be more down, you can almost do, I'd say, 80-degree angle, which is really nice. Overall, I like this. I think it's going to be an amazing addition to the LGH Studio family, and I'm looking forward to doing some live streams with this lighting up the area behind me. I like the lighting control on it now that I've seen how well it actually and how easy it is to use with the remote control. I think that that's going to be awesome. We might want to go with a in-between of a white to a more yellow tone as we're doing it, and give that golden, beautiful skin tone look of my face. Anyway, guys, and I figured it out. I think this was the polka dot door. In Canada, they looked through a weird little, I think it was a magnifier, it was a magic look-through thing, and they were like, there's Jason, there's Timmy, there's Billy, there's Bob, like that, and I don't know, sorry. I just thought it was a common thing for me to just, as a kid. But anyway, if you don't know what the polka dot door was, then you're probably, I'm not even sure if that was just a Canadian thing, or was it, if anybody remembers Pokeroo. And if not, then it must have been just Canadian. I apologize. What do I know, right? Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I think this is really nice. I think that for $65, you're getting quite a bargain here. I believe that if that is a USB charger right there, which just makes sense to me, because why would you have a USB port on a unit that would use a USB style charging phone? It just makes sense. But I will confirm that, I promise. So I'll look into that for sure. Don't know why the instructions don't talk about it. The instructions are very simple. Like anything, it's a very simple thing to put together, and I guess that's just the way they kept it. But anyway, thank you for watching, and if you're looking for more cool things like this, just stay tuned, ring the bell, because I do all kinds of cool reviews, not only on my gaming channel, of course. For you newer people, I review product like this. I also want to help out people that are trying to get into this and learn what's the cheapest way or the semi-easiest to best way to get into this industry. And this industry is hard, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to get moving on. And all you need to do is just have a little bravery, like I did 2 years ago, and just sit to heck with it and start that filming. And then from there, it just gets easier. At least, it never gets easier. Who am I kidding? It does get easier to get in front of the camera, but other than that, it is what it is. So guys, till next time, game over.